Summer fast approaching. For many of us, that means time to cut out the naughty foods, get into shape. But some people can go too far, eating almost nothing, exercising till exhaustion. So how healthy can we get without endangering our health? For the healthy tips, Dr. Penny Adams and fitness coach Amelia Burton. Ladies, good morning.
Hi, Kerry Ann.
What would you classify over dieting?
Okay. People who, there's a few things that sort of point towards someone who's being excessive with their dieting. If they suddenly, almost overnight, cut their food intake to less than a half, if they're having, for women, less than 1,200 calories a day, or men, less than 1,800 calories, if they're using laxatives or diuretics, or if they're replacing more than one meal a day with a liquid meal.
I should be so disciplined.
So that would be excessive dieting.
Okay, and excessive exercising?
Yep. Excessive exercising is basically somebody who is exercising through their illness, exercising through any injuries. They'd be training for more than, say, 2 hours per day. They would be having some mental kind of, I guess, addiction to exercise as well. And basically, you can normally tell when someone's over-exercising because they do get that obsessive attitude towards exercise.
I wouldn't know how that feels and what that looks like. What are the downsides, the negatives of excessive exercising?
Well, basically, you're looking at muscle strains, you're looking at joint issues, you're looking at things like stress fractures, but also the mental, I guess, pressure that comes with exercising as well.
And long term, if you excessively exercise, you can actually suppress your immune system, so you're more susceptible to infections. You can muck up your menstrual cycle, so your periods stop, you become infertile, and long-term osteoporosis. I mean, there's major issues for over-exercising.
And in terms of dieting, long-term dieting?
Well, similar sorts of things. If you can damage your liver, it can put a strain on your heart. You can become deficient in certain important nutrients like potassium and zinc, iron, and again, you can have the problems with infertility.
And I guess we read all the magazines. We are getting into some of this little mental reboot. You see all the celebrities looking fabulous, and they've got their trainers and they've got their
But that's a big part of the problem. This whole sort of celebrity overdose that we get fed, these are not real people. The pictures of them are airbrushed. They don't have real lives. They don't have jobs and kids and all the normal things. They've got lots of money to pay people to do these things. And even the articles are sanitised. It's just not real.
Okay, how do we get fitter, healthier, and if need be, drop a few Ks? Because this is the last day of September. I'm sorry to scare you here, girls, but, you know, summer's a nanosecond away, and if you want to go to the beach, you know, not wear a huge pareo. How do we eat safely? What would you recommend?
I think the first thing you've got to remember is that going on these, we always talk about these crazy diets, Kerry Ann, and you know that I'm anti-diet. Basically, you have to change your lifestyle. And if you've spent 20 years abusing your body, it's unrealistic to expect that in 2 weeks or 2 months you're going to turn into this Adonis. So it's having realistic expectations and changing your lifestyle. And I think you've got the big tips on exactly how to do that.
Yeah, because I know only too well how you can tweak muscles and hurt yourself quite inadvertently.
Yeah, so absolutely not going from zero to hero, from nothing to training every day. If you're just first getting started, I'd recommend about 3 days per week of exercise to get yourself going. And you just want to pick a couple of new habits that you can add in every single day, whether that be with your diet or with your exercise as well, whether it be not having sugar in your cup of tea or not having a biscuit with your cup of tea.
But the exercises, go and figure out what the exercise that you need and build up.
Yeah, and make sure it's sustainable, make sure it's something that you can fit into your lifestyle and something that you can do for the rest of your life.
Now, Penny, before I let you girls go, I know we're talking about diet and exercise this morning in the newspaper, a scary story about antibiotics being resistant to infection.
Well, the problem basically is that we're using antibiotics too much in hospitals, in the community, in veterinary medicine and in agriculture. And what happens when everybody's taking antibiotics, the bugs mutate and they become resistant to the antibiotics.
So even though I personally may not have overused antibiotics in my life, if I get seriously ill and I need them, the bug itself has got resistant.
Yeah, it's become resistant, so we don't have a new antibiotic to give you to kill that bug in you.
Wow, that is scary. Well, we need a big look at that. Penny Adams, thank you, Amelia. Terrific to see you again. And get fit and healthy, girls. Oh, that's right, they are.